Hey everyone, Christopher here, and welcome back to another episode of Fossil Forward Finds. We have another What's Sold video for you. This one is from August 3rd through August 9th. And well, we had a really good July, but I feel like we're falling back down to earth here. 27 total orders for $275.14 gross, so well above the average of last month, which was in the high 300s. But it is what it is. Let's see what we got going on here. Postcards, Pog, another Pog, same Pog. Buyer had the wrong address, so had to go through that whole shenanigans, but worked out. A lot more postcards and a couple photos. So classic ephemera week. That's enough of that. Let's get into it. All right, so the first sale I have to share with you today is an antique tintype. I've had it listed since September of 2023. I don't sell tintypes too often, but I also don't have a lot listed, maybe a few dozen. Um, so I don't know if I have them priced too high or if the demand's not there. But in any case, this one sold for the full asking of $14.99. Just a older woman here. You can see she's got some hand tinted cheeks there. And yeah, it's just a studio portrait. Nothing too fancy there. Moving on to a cabinet card, keeping our photo theme. Another studio portrait, younger woman in this case, also seated, black dress. Bennington, Vermont is where the studio was for this image. Interestingly enough, tomorrow, so I'm filming this on Friday the 15th, so Saturday the 16th is Battle of Bennington Day. So celebrate, or I guess retroactively celebrate, because this is probably coming out on Sunday. But in any case, cabinet card, $12.99. Had this one listed since January of last year, so it took a little bit as well. Alrighty, obviously, new Superman movie came out recently. I have not yet seen it. I'm waiting for it to hit streaming at this point, but it certainly has created a new interest in Superman. But not only that, Supergirl. Um, Seems like the casting for the new Supergirl is pretty on point, so everyone's excited about that. But in any case, the object at hand, hair clip. So it's a bedazzled hair clip. You can see on the back there. I don't think it would work for me. I don't know if it's actually supposed to be Superman or Supergirl. I just tossed them both in the title. It's been listed since September of last year, so not terrible, but almost a year. And it sold for the full asking of $9.99. This I got for free back when I was living in Ottawa. I won a like Comic-Con cosplay superhero sweepstakes kind of thing, and this was one of the objects in there that I barely kept for years and obviously don't need. So moving on. I think this is our last non-postcard item, Pogs. So this is obviously Star Wars Imperial Trooper from Endor, sold for the full asking of $5.99. There's your back, 26 of 70. I do have a interesting Pog haul coming for you at some point. My friend Chris over at Cool and Commons and I split on a Pog lot that we're in the process of divvying up, and then I'll have to take a ride down to meet him and pick it up because it is way too much to ship. But that'll be a fun video, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. And hold on, I gotta close the window. All right, noisy neighbor abated, sort of. This one, I struggled with this one. So as you can see, I took an offer of $18. Originally had it listed for $30. It's been up since April, so compared to a lot of what I have behind me, it's not up that long. But it's a real photo postcard of an image, Desmond the Dalmatian. I don't know, the comps for it were pretty good. I don't know if I had seen a real photo ones or if they were just lithographs, the other ones I saw, but they were all selling pretty good. And I don't know. Maybe it was because the week was so slow, but they offered me 18 on the 30, and I figured that was good enough. They paid shipping as well, so sometimes you just gotta let it go. Let the money go. I don't know exactly what I paid for this, but I'm sure it was 20 cents or less, 30 cents at most. So I did fine on it. What do you think? Should I have held out for a better offer? All right, this is from one of the Albany albums, album number 5. We have a X made out of flowers. When I Google lensed it, oh come on, am I ah, real time figuring out things? So I Google lensed it, and similar types, not the X, but similar type letters were coming up as part of the Victorian Klein floral line. There was a specific name for it. What is it? What was it? Thought I put it in here somewhere. Apparently not. Anyways, came up as part of a specific line. Um, I couldn't find a signature on it, but now I do. It's right up there. My image is upside down, but didn't stop it from selling for the full asking of $7.99. This is how you know this is an amateur show. We just figure things out as we go. But in any case, happy with that. Oh, right. I may have shown you one of these before. It's a lenticular postcard. Do this, get rid of the volume. So yeah, you can see German Shepherd goes from grumpy to not grumpy, or vice versa. It's a USPS postal card meant to encourage owners to keep an eye on their dogs to prevent employees from being bit, which good advice. Um, I have a whole bunch of these. I've sold 3. This one sold for the full asking of $9.99. I have another 44 available, should you be interested. But yeah, particular dog postcard. Interestingly enough, I don't think either of my German Shepherd buyers, I don't think either of them have picked this one up. All right, moving on. Not a spectacular sale, but I thought it was a neat one anyways. It is a Raphael Tuck, which I don't seem to do as well with Raphael Tucks as other people claim they should be. Maybe it's only certain holidays that do well, and I get all the regular stuff. I don't know. But this one shows child with some fresh baked rolls. Let's see, what's the Little Men and Women series was this one. It's entitled Fresh Rolls. Cute kid. It is definitely beat up. I probably could have got more out of it if it was not in such bad shape. But in any case, $6.99. Been listed since July of 2023. It's over 2 years. Happy to have it gone. All right, this was a dual postcard order to actually one of my German Shepherd buyers. Um, just see, pop this up. So we got a little beagle here, chewing on some vegetation. I don't think that's actually grass he's eating, but he's chewing on something. And then we have this cute little German Shepherd puppy. What's not to love? They were $5.99 to $6.99 a piece. They would get 15% off because they bought them all together. And after fee, shipping, all that jazz, $9.13 is the profit margin. So not bad. For 2 carts, I probably have listed for a year and a half at this point. So, all right. And last but not least, we return to the Albany album haul world. Anyways, this was from some of the loose stuff, I guess. So this is one I handpicked. So I paid $60 for everything I handpicked. I still have more of that to list. I haven't finished that category yet. But this was an oversized postcard, 5x7. Doesn't take much to be oversized in the postcard world. But I kind of took a chance on this one, priced it up a little bit. So it's a view from Vietnam. Got the rice paddies and so forth. And I don't know, jumbo cards tend to they do pretty well for me. They don't move quickly, especially the real large ones because they do require ground advantage. 5x7 can still go eBay standard envelope. but I do also do well with the Asian postcards. So between those two criteria and the fact that it was just kind of a striking scene, I took a chance and priced it a little higher, and I got the full asking of $14.99. Um, it's buy it now. Listing started July 28th. I had run it as an auction ahead of time, which did not sell. That is enough rambling for today, I think. Let me know what your favorite sale of the week was, and how have your sales been doing? Catch you on the next one.